Welcome to another video chock full of quarters.
Let's get collecting. Let's see what we got in quarters. Oh, look at that. Grab a handful of quarters and we're going to put it into the case. Looks like it's a good week. Let's see how So I don't know if we explained this, but this number right here, we write down every week. So we actually know how much paper goes through the machine and how much change or quarters are taken out each week. So Greg's got to do his numbers and we'll be right back and we'll get this collection going.
$6, seven.
Not a lot this week for soda. Let's see how we're doing in here. Wow, still pretty full. Let me back up so he can do all of this. I gotta be careful. Yeah, doesn't look like a good week for vending, huh? Okay, let's get this collection going.
Hey, while we're doing this, why don't you tell everyone a story from owning the laundromat.
What story do you want me to tell them?
Tell them a story from when we first opened about JW.
Oh my God, JW. Okay, so JW isn't his real name, but that's what we call him. So on the first day that we opened, two of my, hold on one second, I got a problem with my camera. Okay. On the, go ahead. So on the first day that we owned the laundromat, I had two of the employees that worked for the previous owner come in and meet with us to see if we wanted to keep them on and, you know, just see how things run. And so, you know, the first one came in, we talked to her, she's really nice. And then the second employee, his name was, swear to God not, his name was Scully McViking. And he said to me, I had two problems with my laundromat. And I asked him, what was that? And he says, you have hookers that sit in your chairs, and you have a problem with the neighborhood drunk, and his name is JW. Hold on, let me come around. And I was like, okay. So he proceeded to tell me how JW would come into the laundromat and he just would drink all day in the laundromat. He would try to bum money off of people and he just wasn't a very nice person. And so I started every day coming down in the morning to open up. And sometimes I'd find him here. So the first time that I actually had contact with him, I was very nice. I know that addiction can be a hard thing, so I was very nice. I asked him to leave nicely, and I said to him, the next time I saw him in here, I wasn't going to be so nice. So the second time I found him was like a couple days later, and I told him he needed to leave, and he left. You know, he didn't really cause a problem. On the third time, I told him that I was going to have him arrested for trespassing, and he just laughed at me. And I didn't really take kindly to that. So what I decided to do, we have a bar program in our city where you can have people barred from the property for trespassing, and they can be easily arrested if they're found on your property. So at the time, there was a problem with the paperwork, but whatever. So I started gathering video evidence of him being here. And I was just kind of waiting until I had, 6 or 7 ready to go, and I was going to go to the magistrate. I got a call one afternoon from a woman who is one of our regulars, and she has been a customer of this laundromat since they opened in 1974. So she called me and she was hysterical because JW had pushed her, grabbed her, threatened her because he was wanting money to go over and buy beer at the store next door. And she had been recovering from having a heart attack 6 months earlier. She was so upset. She couldn't believe this was happening. She was in fear for her life. So I called the police for her, and I drove to the laundromat, and she was just almost inconsolable because she also knew him. She was very good friends with his mother, and she didn't want to press charges. And I told her, that's okay, don't worry about it, I'll press charges. So I went to the magistrate. I got, I think it was 8 trespassing warrants on him. They arrested him, and he couldn't make bail. So our court date comes, and he proceeds to tell the judge that he has every right to be in my laundromat because he gets his mail here. And I couldn't believe it. He was going to try to claim squatters' rights. And we had actually gotten a piece of mail for him, but it was just junk mail. It wasn't anything important. So the judge had asked him, well, how long have you been getting your mail there? And he had told him 10 years. And the judge just sat there for a moment, and he looked at him and he says, well, JW, I'm going to give you a new address, and it's going to be the county jail for 6 months. So he went to jail for 6 months, but he got a 2-year sentence, in that if he'd ever come back to the laundromat, he'd have to do the whole 2 years, just for trespassing. So it has been 12 years, and we haven't seen him since. We have no idea what happened to him. We haven't seen him at all, and he actually lives two streets down. Still haven't seen him. We don't know what happened to him. So JW, if you're watching, stay away. And the little old lady still comes here. She comes every Tuesday. She has 3 friends. They all come and do their laundry at the same time, which is nice. So if you enjoyed hearing the story, let us know. If you don't want to hear any more stories, let me know too, because I enjoy telling them, but if you don't want to hear them, I won't tell you.
And believe me, we got a lot of them.
I don't know, I might have to tell you about the hookers in the chairs. I might have to tell you that one. That was actually kind of funny. Again, Greg's not gonna fix that, ever. Did you move any quarters this week? Or how many quarters did you have to put in this week?
Truth be told, I put into the change machine just over 400. I believe it's
Put your arm down so you can see your face.
Have it. 418 or 419, somewhere in that neighborhood. Mm-hmm. So yes, I did add quarters. We had to.
Did you have to move any out of the big machine?
I did not move any out of the machines, so what you're seeing is a full week's worth of income. Now I will say, out of this machine, full week's worth of revenue out of the machines.
Wait a minute, so did you take quarters out of here or not?
Hang on. I did have to, however, move quarters from this machine into some other machines because this was so full the other day.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you
So-
didn't. Okay, that's fine.
I didn't put them into the change machine. I moved them into
Which machines did you put them into?
these three, the three 35
The
pound.
330. Okay. Okay.
And, 19, 20, and 21.
Okay.
So you're seeing it here. This was really full and would have jammed up if I had not moved it. So I'm gonna.
I know you caught part of our messy maintenance room. It's a mess in there. I'm not even going to take you in there because it needs to be cleaned. It's terrible. Oh, coming down a little cold. I hope it's not the coronavirus.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Is that full?
That one's really full. Look at
Oh
that.
my goodness.
Nice.
Hold on a second. Let's get some
Nice.
really
Hang on.
good. Let me see.
Got it?
No, tip it so we can
Sorry.
kind of really get a good. Oh my gosh, that's really
That's
full,
heavy.
Greg. Yeah, that's really, really full.
Do this one slow.
Yeah, hold on. Go ahead, go ahead. Nice.
Nice.
I don't think I've ever seen it that full before, have you?
No, I don't think so.
It's also, we're getting to the end of the month, and what we find at the end of the month is that we have more quarters
That's
than,
pretty, like I said, I
that's
did have to
actually
put quarters in these, so.
so at the end of the month, we have more quarters than paper. We have a pretty big elderly population in this neighborhood that are waiting on their Social Security. We also have a lot of disabled people in this neighborhood. So towards the end of the month, you're bringing in their own quarters from pocket change over the weeks.
This one.
So this is what we're gonna find. We're probably gonna find that we're taking home a lot of quarters this week.
That is what I call a full bucket.
That is actually a full bucket. That's a very full bucket. Yay! In our Demoulas bucket.
Yeah.
I love our Demoulas bucket. One of my favorite grocery stores to shop in, ever.
So let me get the dryer keys. Put them in here.
Now, what we're gonna do is, I think we're gonna do is speed up through dryers. So if I'm actually telling you and you're hearing that we're speeding up through dryers, get ready because we're gonna do it a little fast. Meaning, I'm going to just speed it up with the editing program because doing dryers takes a little bit of time. You know what I don't know is I can't. Hold on a second. Hold on, let me get this one. Hold on a second. I want to try something.
What?
Okay. No, that doesn't work well. Okay. God, my lips are chapped. Okay, now we're gonna slow it, and we're gonna go back to regular speed so you can see. Oh, that's getting pretty full. So, yeah. Okay, we're gonna go get everything set up so we can count these quarters. Well, let's actually take a look at the buckets. So there's vending, dryer. It's actually that when you do it this way, it doesn't look like there's a lot in there, but when you, wow, that's heavy. This looks like there's a lot. There really is only about this much left. So, okay, we're gonna get everything set up and we're gonna do the count. Let's get this done. Okay, let's collect washers. Oh. Cover that. I don't want to see it out. Hold on, I heard something. Do you want to take a break and stand up? I know it's heavy. We had to stop for a minute because Greg, one, I heard silver, two, Greg's back's hurting because this bucket is so heavy. Maybe I didn't hear silver. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, let's get back to it. Sorry about that, we had to change out our battery. So we actually have to get to 43, 48 to bring the change machine up to $1,200 in quarters. So here we go, we're gonna get there. Okay, so that's all that is going into the change machine. That is the vending money. Are we short a bucket?
No. Usually it would take them all.
Okay. Can I have the book, please?
Swap out.
Oh, we're not done yet. Okay. So we're gonna get the rest of the washers. What's it, 31st?
Yeah.
31st?
Yes.
Okay. Washers. This 418 is what, remember, that's what we put in, it's not the revenue. What is washers?
You're at 1138.
Very nice. Dryers. Soap and vending. Okay, let's do the dryers next.
4552.
Oh, I didn't write that down. Hold on, I always have to write these numbers down because I always forget. What is that again?
4552.
45, 52. Okay. Ready? There we go. What's dryers?
454.50.
Dryers are down a little bit. Okay.
Down to 6370.
6370. 6370. So if we're gonna do vending, I need to get out my little box. Hold on a second. Okay. My little box is ready to catch nickels and dimes.
Here we go. You're on the 63.
Yeah, I got it. Yep. $0.40 a dime, still no nickels. I'm wondering if. And then come with the paper too.
$5.25.
So I don't know if we told you in any of the videos, our vending machines are actually pretty new. We put them in last month. So, so they're not doing as well as we would like, but they're just, again, they're still new. I don't know if we've ever gone back through the books, the numbers. So this is January 9th. We did 2012. That was actually a really good. And then it was 16.
We're gonna do soap next.
1628. Hold on, I'm just going through the book. Last week's numbers, and then we're gonna figure out what this week is. Okay, so we're gonna show you. I wasn't gonna show you this, but we're gonna show you. So this is our soap machine. So this is the top part, and then this is the bottom part. So the bottom part we have to lift up, to pull out this tray. And it's big, it's a big tray. And then we bring it over here. And I should all the quarters in. And then I put it back. And then Greg locks it up. I gotta pick up the mess that I just made. And this is all the quarters from, you got that? 65?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is, we're doing soap now, the soap vending machine. Okay, let's see if I can actually do it this time without embarrassing myself. $16.83.75. Yay! So that's actually a weird looking 3. $16.83.75. That's this week's total of revenue for the washers and dryers. And I think that's it until next week. Oh, wait a minute. What do we got to do? What's the most important thing we have to do?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. The most important thing that we have to do
make sure.
today is the can full of quarters. So remember last week, it is still half full. So Greg's gonna take another big handful. So everybody say,
Yes, remember.
take a big handful, Greg.
Big old handful.
Oh, big old handful. Into the can of, oh my gosh, Greg, that was a really big handful. So, can you put the lid down for me?
Oh, yeah.
So let's take a look. So there's the, it's almost up to this line. It really is. I will make sure next week when Greg does the handful close, we're gonna fill this up, whether Greg takes a big handful or not, we're gonna fill it up. And we're gonna give it away. So remember, what do you gotta do? You have to subscribe and leave in the comments, I wanna be chock full of quarters. And we're gonna take everybody's name and we are going to do a drawing. Are we doing it next week, or we're gonna?
Yeah,
No, or we're gonna fill it up. We're gonna fill it up and draw the name the week after. I can't remember. We'll figure it out. But remember, you have to do your part by putting in the comments. I want to be chock full of quarters. If you want to win a can full of quarters. Excellent. It was a good collection. What do you think?
It was very good.
Good collection.
Very happy.
Very happy. Very happy. So.
I like a heavy bucket of quarters. That's always nice.
Yes, it is.
Ready?
I'm ready. Wow. That's actually over. We might have to do an audit. Let's pull out this stack of paper. Let's see if I can get it done in one shot. Oh, look at that. Isn't she? Wait a minute, let me say.
Like I said, the most beautiful thing in the world, and then there's the money.
Thank you. So that's this week.
Yeah.
This week we're gonna do something. Greg's gonna count it for you. Greg's gonna count all these ones. Okay, 5s and 10s, and he'll count it for you and show it to you. Okay, we'll see you then. So remember, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button.
And subscribe.
And don't forget to leave in the comment section if you want to win this bucket of quarters. What is it?
I want to be chock full of quarters.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.